This is step 5 for your apple drawing project. This is the final step for your project. You will need your apple drawing. You will need a brown crayon and a black pen. If you don't have a black pen, a black marker will do just fine. So the first thing we're going to do with our brown crayon is color in the stems. So very carefully color each one of your apple stems in. Trying your best to stay in the lines, making it nice and solid brown. Okay. All right, once you're done with that, you're going to put your brown crayon down, and we're going to do a little more drawing with our black pen or black marker. So if I move my paper over, I want you to look at my desk and check out the wood grains on my desk. Do you see those lines? They're a little bit darker brown, and then in between those lines is a little bit of a lighter brown. So we're going to create that type of visual texture for our apple drawing. So I'd like you to follow along with me while I'm drawing. If I go too fast, you can pause this video either by clicking on the screen or clicking on the space bar, the big rectangular button on your keyboard. So follow along with me. We're going to make a wood grain texture. We're going to make a wood table for our apples to sit on. So first thing is we're going to make kind of like an oval shape. It's going to be more of an organic shape, a little more free form. So I'm going to start with doing one right here, a little small. So kind of a stretched out, looks like a little puddle. I also want you to do one over here too. Like just a little stretched out. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make it bigger, making a bigger shape around it, kind of the same shape. I want you to do that on the other one too. So draw along with me again. If I'm going too fast, you can pause the video. I'm also going to make one more, a little bit bigger. And then with this one, I'm going to be extra careful not to go over my apple. Go underneath it, pretending, and it's going to get cut off on the edge of the paper. That's okay. Okay, so we have two little spots, kind of look like little puddles. And what I want you to do now is I want you to turn your artwork over so it looks just like this. And you're going to start on the edge of your paper right at the top, and you're going to draw a line from the top all the way down. Make sure you're holding your paper very carefully, and if a spot gets missed, you can come back and fix it. Alright, I'm going to do another one. Going all the way across. Then I'm going to do another one. Now this one's going to be kind of funky. It's going to follow the form of this shape right here that I have, this long kind of oval shape. So I'm going to squeeze that in there. And then I'm going to go down all the way. So same thing on this side. I'm going to keep going until I get all the way to the top of my table towards my apples. I'm going to follow this funny oval shape. I'm going to go all the way down across. I could squeeze that here, but I think I'm going to go around that shape right there. Try not to go over your apples. And This is going to be my last one. Make sure you're finishing the line at the edge of your paper. Okay, so there, now it looks like my apples are sitting on a wooden table. Alrighty, so now what you're going to do is you're going to get your brown crayon and you're going to color in this table. And something that, here's a little trick I'd like you to try. Before you color in the whole thing, I want you to take your brown crayon, and I'm going to go back and have it this way because it's going to be easier to color. I'm going to color in each line, almost like outlining each one of those lines that I just drew with my pen. I want you to color those in first, just like I'm doing. And again, if I'm going too fast, just pause your video and catch up. So pushing down hard with your crayon. I like to start at the top and work my way down. I think that's a little easier. I'm going to go ahead and just do this circle right here. So pushing down hard, outlining the lines we just created for our table. It gets a little tricky towards the edge of your paper. Notice that my hand is really, this hand is holding on really well. Holding really closely so that my paper doesn't move or bend. It's just because it's in the art book. Okay. After you've done that, then I want you to go ahead and color lightly color in lightly the rest of your table. So you can go ahead, and you don't have to push down too hard, just filling in the white space of your table. But yeah, lightly coloring in, being super careful around the edges. You might have to move your work around. Again, these edges, the bottom of your paper is a little tricky. So just be extra gentle. Lightly. Try to color this in nice and lightly. Don't push down too hard. Going back and forth, side to side. And again, feel free to move your art book around to make it easy for you to color in certain areas. Woo! Be very careful along that edge again. Okay. gonna double check. Alrighty. That is your final step for your apple drawing. Good job.